What is up, Who Dat Nation? It's Chris Voglu from the Straight Up Saints podcast presented by Boot Crew Media. And the Saints have made their second round pick, 49th overall, Alontae Taylor, defensive back out of Tennessee. Now, this was a little bit, I would say, at the moment, kind of a head scratcher in the sense that there were other really, really good options on the board, whether it was Trey McBride, the tight end out of Colorado State, Nakobe Dean, the linebacker out of Georgia, or even, the quarterback option still out there. But the Saints go out and they get themselves a defensive chess piece, I would say. And albeit, I'll be honest, going into this, I actually did not have Alontae Taylor on my board in terms of players I thought the Saints might target. And that's only because I really didn't think the Saints were going to go necessarily after a cornerback slash safety hybrid. That being said, upon further view, kind of thinking about the Saints' recent history, this pick actually does make a lot of sense, whether it's taking PJ Williams from Florida State, a cornerback, and turning him into kind of a safety slash nickel corner, or taking CJ Gardner Johnson out of Florida and turning him from a cornerback into really a cornerback slash safety into a slot guy. The Saints like drafting versatile DBs and kind of finding that best role for them over time. And they've done it before. I'd imagine if Alontae Taylor is good enough to play in this league, and only time will tell that story, they'll find the right role for him. Now, I did watch some of his tape. I would say hip movement is not exactly as fluid as you want it to be, but he is capable of being a thumper. He does have, I would say, good vision in terms of reading where the ball is going to go. And more importantly, this is a player who has played multiple positions before. So I'm sure Dennis Allen was probably lobbying to get a defensive back in the building that he can use in a variety of ways. So I'm very interested to see how the Saints do use Alontae Taylor. And I'm also just curious to see how he plays. This is someone that I'm going to be watching thoroughly over the next couple of days to kind of get a feel and sense as for how might the Saints use him. Because when the Saints draft Chris Olave or they draft Trevor Penning, that's someone who's on our board, right? We're kind of thinking about what can they be in the Saints offense, because those are prospects we were looking at. But when the Saints kind of go out of the, I would say, the norm or what people expect, and they go get Alontae Taylor, that piques my interest in the sense that now I got to go out there and kind of see what he's all about. But from the surface, you are getting a corner slash safety with incredible measurements. He's 6'2". He ran, I believe, a 4.36 40, which is pretty good speed, I would say, for a guy who is in that height range above 6 feet. A vertical of 34.5. That's something that the Saints like as well. And again, only time will tell the story for this, but at the minimum, I'd imagine he has a significant role on special teams year one, and then the Saints will try to ease him in. As for whether or not this changes the Tyrann Mathieu approach, I would say no. I'd say if the Saints still can get him for the right price, they should go do that, but we don't know what's going to go down. So Alontae Taylor, newest member of the Saints. We'll see if they end up making any moves. Right now, they only have their day 3 picks left because they were a little aggressive on day 1. But so far, the overall haul, Chris Olave day 1, Trevor Penning, the second day 1 pick, and now day 2, Alontae Taylor. I'm curious to know what you guys think about the pick. Did you want them to go in a different direction? Are you okay with the pick after further kind of, I would say, review slash studying it over? So let me know in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. But that's going to wrap up the second round most likely for the Saints unless they get super aggressive. And we'll see if they make any more moves on day 2.